This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. A lot of you messaged me and asked me to cover this. I know the majority of you probably have no idea who this person is. I had no idea who he was. Just another one of these garbage musicians. This one goes by the name of Trippie Redd. Yes, Trippie Redd. The names that these people have, just unbelievable. But I wanted to do a video showing you the satanic symbolism because he literally is doing a satanic ritual in his video. I mean, they even have the pentagram and all the basic signs and symbols. The guy's even got an album cover that's got the pyramid with the all-seeing eye on the album cover. He's got the tattoo of the infinity sign on his hand. He's got the pentagram rings on his finger. This is all just the basic same stuff, the butterflies, the monarch butterflies. You can see on the cover here, this guy's got the number 14 tattooed to his forehead. You can see the pyramid with the eyeball on it. And like I said, you can see the pentagrams on his ring fingers there, as well as in real life having the infinity sign. Now, no surprise that this guy's getting pushed, right? He's on Jimmy Kimmel. No one's probably ever really heard of the guy, right? He's on Jimmy Kimmel. He's getting pushed on YouTube. I always find it funny when some of these musicians, they're getting pushed on TV and they have like no followers on YouTube and like no real backing. He's only got 600,000+ subscribers. Just imagine if channels like this and other people out there who are good speakers who talk about this stuff actually got pushed into the mainstream, or at least, we organically just grow. And these people just get pushed and nobody even wants to follow them or listen to their crap. But let's take a look at Trippie Redd here. You'll see the same basic things that I always talk about. You could see you have the satanic skulls with the horns coming out. But what's important to notice here is you have the serpent crawling up him, right? We always see the serpent, whether it's a reference to the serpent's tongue, when they're sticking their tongue out, or people just think that they're trying to be cute and funny. It represents the serpent's tongue, but he's literally has the serpent crawling up his body before he's going to perform this ritual. As he has two women next to him on their knees as they're pretty much kneeling in front of an altar. But you could see the gigantic columns here, right? You can see the two columns behind him and then the two large columns on the sides. This is his way of paying homage to Freemasonry. Okay, if they're not wearing the black and white tiles, you'll usually see these pillars. I shouldn't call them columns. They're pillars, right? These pillars are always associated with Freemasonry, and all the photographs inside of lodges, you'll always see these two pillars inside the lodges. You'll see the pillars everywhere associated with Freemasonry. So this is his way of showing it. Like I've said before, sometimes they won't use the black and white tile because it just won't fit in. And this is another way that they'll do it. But it's all revolving around Freemasonry. Again, if you're new to this, Freemasonry is the bottom way in to these secret societies where they learn that Lucifer is God, they worship Lucifer, and then as they elevate through Freemasonry, they go into other secret societies and practice, all types of black magic and occult rituals. Now you'll see all these witches, these women, obviously in a ritual circle. What a surprise, as he throws up the devil horns and gets a good laugh out of it, right? He's laughing, throwing up the devil horns. It gets a little bit bizarre with some of the markings on some of their faces. You'll even see the black tears, the black goo, like I've talked about, which represents demonic possession coming out of some of their eyes, painted on their eyes to look like the black tears that I've recently been talking a lot about, as well as the illuminated eyes. They draw the eyes, the third eye on their forehead, as well as drawing the eyes on their closed eyelids. You'll then see him levitating above these women. Okay, as they're doing this ritual, and then we see the lights go to red and the serpent crawling up his neck as this video goes on. And then, oh my goodness, what do we see? We see a giant pentagram. Is that a shock? Is that a surprise that the pentagram would show up? Oh, wait, it's just a star, right? It doesn't mean anything. Always the pentagram, right? You could see the ritual right in front of our faces, right there on the floor. The pentagram, the lights are now red, which is representing really a blood sacrifice ritual. That's what these people do. You can see how demonic it's getting, where they're mocking God. They have the veils on themselves, referencing the veil that's to be lifted, and you can see that they have the candles on their head, wrapped around their head. I mean, these are all common themes that we see in these demonic type of videos where they're really just paying reference to Lucifer as this all occurs. The dove flies away, right? We have the white dove flying away. I mean, you know, the stuff that these people do, and people think that this is just like some type of artistic expression, when it's always referencing the Bible. And then these people will claim that they don't believe in God. Remember, of course, the dove in the Bible was released by Noah in Genesis chapter 8, verse 11, after the flood in order to find land. So he performs his black magic ritual, and then you can see that he's releasing the dove, right? And then remember, this is all inverted because everything that they do is satanic and inverted. So this is just a mockery of God. This is pretty much saying that, you know, after they clear us all out, you know, the satanic baptism that they want everyone to take, this satanic lifestyle that everyone's going to live, the acceptance of all these things that were once considered evil, which will now be considered good. And that goes from, you know, pedophilia, black magic, cannibalism, all these things that are absolutely sickening. They will convince the masses that it's natural human instinct. And this is the way that, you know, humans were. This is how humans are born to be, right? And people will go along with it because generations are getting dumber and dumber. I mean, this is a guy who even has a song called Black Magic. So he's got a song entitled Black Magic. But no, he's not, you know, he's not referencing witchcraft or Satanism because none of that stuff's real. None of these people are referencing it. It's all they talk about, right? Over and over and over. He's wearing, you know, the druid cloak during his performance on Jimmy Kimmel, another Satanist. Of course he'd be on his show. But no, they're not representing Satan or anything. They just always are talking about magic and black magic. They're always showing us the pentagram, which is associated with witchcraft and Satanism. I mean, he's literally doing a ritual and levitating. Now, I'm not saying he's really levitating in the video, but we know that witchcraft is real, that black magic is real. God forbids this, forbids sorcery. And these people are just obsessed with it. They are obsessed with serving their father, the devil. And you can just see all of the disturbing stuff inside of this video. That it just doesn't stop. He's wearing, you know, a necklace. And you could even consider the background behind him, black, you know, a variation of the black and white Masonic checkerboard, right? Because it's the white walls with these small black checkers inside of it. So, you know, it's a variation in a sense of the Masonic, you know, duality. You see the small black checkers on a white wall. You know, it's always right there. Right? I mean, I'm surprised he didn't just get down and, you know, get into a bathtub covered in blood real quick, but I guess that's coming in one of his next videos, right? And you can see how some of the women, too, in the video have the, you know, their eyes have almost look like they're painted as the sun, right? The lines around the eyes, right, for sun worship. I mean, this is all occultic and satanic. They're watching him levitate into the sky. You know, I mean, what more do people need to see when it's just constantly the same stuff? I mean, you're seeing, you know, all of these same symbols over and over. Specifically, you see all of these references to Freemasonry, yet people still want to come out. You get your first, second, and third degree Masons who are completely clueless who come out and they try to defend it and say, oh, we don't know what we're talking about. Then you get high-ranking Masons who literally are just full of crap, who come out and always are deflecting and saying we don't have a clue of what we're talking about. Right? We don't know what we're talking about, that this stuff doesn't really go on, because that's what they have to do. They have to create doubt in people's heads. So they have to constantly come out and do this type of stuff to make people, you know, think, oh, yeah, maybe that's not real, right? Oh, okay, well, there's two sides of the story, so we're just not going to think about it. We're going to avoid it, even though there's a Freemason lodge in every town, and this is where they're indoctrinating people with Luciferian worship. And then, unfortunately, when, you know, the idol worship, which is just completely out of control, you could see in this guy's wall, all the people who are like, this video's on fire, this is so great. Right in front of their faces, you have serpents crawling up people's heads. You know, you have all of this stuff where people would say, that's spooky. Is this like some type of Halloween video? This is all relating to demonic entities, demonic forces, to the summoning of demons, performing black magic. You know, flat out showing you this stuff, and people are like, yeah, no, I just see, you know, I see Trippy Red, Topanga, the song Topanga, and I just see him, you know, expressing himself artistically. Oh, yeah. How about every other video out there where they're doing the same type of crap? So I just wanted to cover this. It's completely it's more of the same, right? And people go, oh, you just go after these musicians and they don't do anything. Right, but they're always doing the same stuff. They don't do anything. They don't do anything new because all they're doing is indoctrinating their audience with witchcraft and black magic. The spell is being cast on the person who's listening and watching this stuff because they're showing it and revealing it, which enhances the power of their craft. Right? I mean, why do you think Freemasons call what they do the craft? And then there's movies like The Craft, which are about black magic and witchcraft. You know, go on any Freemason website and learn about Freemasonry. They refer to what they do as the craft. Okay? I mean, boy, it's not hard to see this stuff if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, like I say a million times over. So this is Trippy Red, just doing some black magic rituals, folks. No big deal. Nobody seems to care. But I'm going to keep exposing this stuff every day because new stuff is coming out every single day. So hopefully fans of this guy start seeing, you know, maybe start getting confused about what they're seeing, and then opens their eyes up, and then they'll see the repetition that's being done on them through some of the videos I've done on this channel, and hopefully it helps wake people up. I thank you for listening to today's show. Just more disgustingness in today's world. God bless all of you and your families.